Joe Paul Parrish McCarty here to talk about the left, the right, and the ugly. My new media pitch. Bias in all the best ways and the worst. Pitch are highly important. And the most important is a nonpartisan approach, unbiased, no bias at all, of coverage of the news, of the things happening in the world, whether they're in the United States or in the United Kingdom or in Germany, wherever it may be. We want to cover the happenings in the world as honestly and intelligently as possible, which hits the two most important aspects of media, honesty and intelligence, per Pew studies in one fell swoop. On top of that, we would also be sewing in satire programs between coverage programs. Now, there's only one that I've come up with for this presentation, but there would surely be more ideas to come. And we'll get into that a little bit later into the presentation. But the main point are satire programs between these unbiased coverage programs to bring a little bit of light to some situations where it may be needed, and to show the flaws in some extreme partisan sides, which I'll show later into the presentation. But this tackles one of the lower but still important aspects that people look for in media, which would be humor. And on top of this, the media pitch would be publicly funded. And by being publicly funded, I would deem that there would be more trust placed on the program, knowing that the people are funding this media program. Methods of payment towards the program or funding towards the program be things like Patreon, which support many YouTube channels, for example. On the programs real quick for the left, the right, and the ugly LRU. The first is The Other Side. This program is a satire of bipartisan politics and the extremes of bipartisan politics. Typically there would be two members of either side of the political spectrum, and they will be arguing in a satirical fashion their sides of different issues. It's a way to take the wind out of bipartisan extremes, to make light, perhaps, some of these extremes, but more importantly to bring these extremes to the front of the audience's faces and show them, hey, these might be a little silly to be so extreme about. It's a soft break from the normal news coverage as well, to bring a little bit of spice to the program and separate just a little bit. I feel that late night shows often take this approach, but I've noticed that late night talk shows can sometimes be a little partisan in their own right. They seem to have partisan bias at times, and we want to get away from that. LRU Straight to You be the hard, nonpartisan reporting that I talked about earlier being so important, aiming for reputability similar to Reuters and other similar coverages, news coverage outlets. I hope you've enjoyed my pitch, and I look forward to discussing this pitch with you all in the comments below. Thank you very much.